Well, since my time is limited, I might have to cut short on this. Some of the things that I was going to speak concerning out of the Bible prophecy, because I want to give you an insight on what's happening. Now, now, it's all about dominion. Dominion. Who God gave dominion to. Well, I spoke concerning the matter about of the other recordings. I tried to give up to the majority, give you a geographic location uh, where the sons of Noah migrated from after the flood. And I created this child to let you know that the first man was a black man. Adam and Eve was black, people of the black race, because it was not God was just creating peoples of the black race to be creating black race. God had his purpose and he knew what he had to do and how he had created all substance of the earth and all subjects of the earth in order for them to withstand the environment of the earth and the habitat upon which he placed it. And by man was going to be the keeper and the overseers of this earth to maintain and upkeep it, God created this man and placed him within one of the hottest regions of the earth. So when a man, so he, if he could withstand the heat of earth, the heatest part of the earth, then he could withstand the cold, this part of earth, by adding on clothes. But his pigmentation that was God created became a same as a heat shield. It served as a deflector to deflect the deadly heat rays which comes from the sun, that it would not destroy about inner origin upon which the life of the man was, which was the inside. So this is why the man had this extra thick skin. However, as the God had created this man, and he was new to this earth from the foundation, man had to be jump started, leaving the man without an excuse. He just didn't plant him out here in the earth without giving him some kind of knowledge that he had to be, since he was the primary creation, the primary source, and was the upkeep of the earth, the man had to be jump started. Angels had to come in to and dwell with the man to make sure the man was capable of maintaining and upkeeping the earth. God did this, leaving the man without an excuse. Now, if we go to Genesis, the beginning of the Bible, chapter 6, and where the angels of God went in into the daughters of men. If you consider the reference part there, where it tells you the angels of God taken women to all they chose. All they chose. That's a strong word there. It was telling us that when wives, the daughters of men, was powerless. When it tells you of all they chose, it didn't tell you nothing about all the daughters chose. It said all the angels chose. That means none left out. Anyone they desired, they slept with. See, the angels and the humans bear similarities, but yet the chemical makeup of the body was quite different because of the environment upon which the angels was placed and where the human race was placed. The human race was placed upon the earth where they became keepers of the earth. So was the part that God had prescribed for them to be creatures of earth. That way they cannot take flight like the angel. Angel was human-like, bear some similar characteristics of the human race, but was different. Now, by them going to and fro in the earth, coming in and going back out, they had no pigmentation because of the electromagnetic generator field just around the earth. This would tell us yet they had versatile bodies. And I spoke this in other recording, showing you where it was in Exodus chapter 3, where Moses saw them as a burning bush when the angels came in as a burning bush. And then in Abraham's pilgrimages up on the earth, he spoke to the angels, and they was transformed into the human-like flesh, where they came near. But when he was transformed in the fire-like body, you can't go near them because it's a more holy body. But when they come and transform themselves into the flesh is on earth, and then they could take on food and water, the same as the human did. This was proven in the book of Genesis, I believe, chapter 17 or 18. One of those chapters you'll find this at, where when they was getting ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, when they came and spoke to Abraham, and Abraham had Sarah to take and cook them some food, some bread, and they dressed the calf, and the angels did eat. And this lets us know that the angels had a versatile body. When we cross-reference the one with the other, where Moses saw one appearing as fire as a bush. Now, what this did was, when the sons of God interbreeded in with the daughters of men, it created a new manner of peoples on this earth. It changed the dynamics of the characteristics of the person. One thing we can see, it diluted the pigmentation of the human flesh, and by it became the new manner of peoples came with a dilution of the pigmentation. It didn't not by coloration, but because of a lack of pigmentation, it caused his flesh to be white. I'm gonna go on away with this now, but there was other characteristics that we couldn't be met with the eye, that we couldn't see. It came to the mindset. It changed also the mindset of this people. And when you consider all facts, if the angel was created much more than men, higher than men, well, when these new manner of people occupy the earth, which was caused by the angels taking wives who they choose and bearing children to the daughters of men, these children considered themselves to be greater than the human race that originally came from Adam and Eve. But not so, because Adam and Eve was the first, and they was the first fruits of the human race here upon the earth. So God had to find a way to change this, but the mindset of the peoples was not changed. Many of them wanted to be the dominant race because of the genetic traits upon which was interbred into them. They were sons and daughters of angels. They saw this, they knew this, they kept record of this, and rather than serve the God, as they knew the angels came and went, they took these angels to be gods. Because this is how they came to existence, through their part. So he despised dominion. This part despised dominion. Now,